Hello,
Hello!
and
This is
welcome
it.
to June 12th, 1983,
The
at the end of all
final
things.
2 episodes and the final part of this experience. Should be exciting. So Setoko has finally become completely insane, and become a whole new person,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to see what kind of chaos she could cause in her first couple of loops. Yeah, as I said previously, I'm looking forward to her getting her lambda voice, right? The same way that Rika gets a burn voice. I'm wondering if Sadako's going to get a similar voice change.
That's terrifying.
That'd be great. I don't I don't expect it because I think her voice as it is kind of fine for lambda, but I kind of love that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that we're using this scene to show Sadako's
Mhm.
lupus status. This is awful. Just like how Rika affected him.
It's also so perfect because this was the moment that Keiichi finally convinced Rika what needed to be done,
Yeah. This is when she got her hurt back.
and Sadako is gonna get the same thing and just go straight through it.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah, this is when Rika fully realized her potential and the potential of Keiichi, so.
Mm-hmm.
She just goes again. Yeah, and this is also the game, like the series of games where they like made fun of Keiji for not taking them seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And Sedeko won last time. Like she doesn't need to do this, you know?
Yeah.
She doesn't need to win in this way. Also, she just killed herself like 5 times, which is amazing.
It is kind of very veiled there, but
Yeah, she just like stabbed herself in the neck 5 times off screen.
52 times off screen, it would seem.
Oh, right. Sorry. Look, I'm not paying attention to the actual game. The game isn't important. So maybe she gets to write sometimes. You don't know. Okay?
That wouldn't be in the theme of things, though.
Look, you don't know. You don't know. Maybe she's a good guesser occasionally. You know, maybe she gets a miracle once in a while. Oh, dear.
Also kind of fun that we're implying that Rika saw that scene before she figured it out, too.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, at this point, yeah, like she doesn't have the ability to see who kills her, and I guess she didn't get killed in those sleeps. It doesn't matter. But yeah, you're right. She saw that and was like, "Yo, that's weird," but like maybe it's just she's just lucky. She declared she wanted to go to a university and have a great time.
It's kind of fun the way that these lyrics are written in a way that, like, either character could be singing them.
Sure, for sure. Yeah, no, totally. It's the duality of the two, of course. And revealed to me.
I am so excited for this, but I have no idea what to expect.
I don't know what's gonna happen. It better be
Like,
big.
I
Whatever it is.
was, as I mentioned earlier, fully expecting her to, like, you know, go through a thing of trying to save, like, Satoshi and whatnot, but she's just gone in and being like, all right, I know about you now. Later.
No, she's just ignored him. That is honestly to me the biggest thing that I feel has been omitted. Like we have no idea what happens to Satoshi. Does he just hang out?
Not
Does
only
he
that,
get,
like the only time we get to see that she found out about Satoshi was like her just going in and saying goodbye. Like there is so much symbolism to that scene, but it's so absent of like the emotional weight that would have had.
Well, that's the thing. Their relationship is so important to her character arc. Oh, I love that she's sitting on the underside of the shrine. That's amazing. But yeah, like her desire to like live up to her big brother.
Oh, okay,
and,
Rika's not looping yet. This is the prep round.
Okay, cool. I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Sure. But you may call me Michael. This is very silly.
It's such a fascinating idea that, like,
Oh my God.
Sadako created her.
That's cool. So stupid. Eua. It's ridiculous. Ewa-san. There you go. That's okay.
It sounded like it was like the voice actor probably did it on purpose, but it sounded like it was difficult to say, and I enjoyed that.
That's okay. I appreciate it.
Oh,
it's a name that went through thousands of permutations. Is she gonna manipulate this? Is that
she has to.
like other? I mean, yeah, but like, it's interesting. Cool.
Who else is it?
Yeah. These incredibly traumatic moments of great importance will be my playthings.
Too powerful for this world to bear.
Cool. All of the, like, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So silly.
Funny that. Look who's standing here. Good thing you don't have any of those.
That seems implying a lot.
Oh, she's so gonna go fucking poke holes in Tepe and change how things are going. Yep, here we are, straight away. This absolute lunatic.
This is pretty good. Are we finally getting the, like, Tepe redemption arc? Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh. Huh. So I don't have a lot to say right now. I'm just finding this very interesting.
Yep, he's starting to remember. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Finally, Tepe is a main character.
This is wild. I do not know how they resolve this.
I don't know either.
Are they gonna
it's
just
such an
like
interesting string to pull on, but he's like, I'm gonna change my ways, become a born again Christian. Okay.
What an experiment. I like how every, like, container there on the table was half turned around so you couldn't see the full name.
Yeah. I'm gonna become a good uncle, and I'm gonna not punch anyone in the face.
Oh, this is crazy.
This is great. I love how much time we're devoting to this.
This is the kind of shit that makes me confident that Satsu is actually going to be able to fill its airtime. Because, like, there's no way I would have thought we were going to spend, like, at least half an episode.
This is the sort of thing I was curious about, like, how can we expand the scope? And it is by fleshing out this side character in a really weird, specific way. No, not at all. Good sir. Oh. Get himself cleaned up. So interesting. So then he goes back to, like, take care of Sadako because he's got this newfound sense of responsibility.
There it is again.
Yeah, there's the boy. So when Chie shows up, it's not like, oh, I'm busy abusing Sadako. It's like, I'm having an awkward time being a proper uncle. Like,
oh, he's an ordinary person who buys treats. Is he just going to give them to all these kids? Oh, this is ridiculous.
God. This is ridiculously wholesome, and I
In the same anime, they made Akasaka and
go crazy, yeah,
fucking
and
Oishi go insane and made Teppei a good person.
And Teppei's turning his life around. I love that we're so really weird. Tackling, like, the power of like choice and, like, it's never too late to change. Sadako, it's never too late to change your ways.
So like, much irony.
She's like, I have the power with this newfound power I have to, like, change Teppei into a good person so he treats me right and looks after me. But I finally have a father figure that you can look up to. Like, oh god. And she's using it to ruin Rika's existence. Is he gonna fix it up? Is he gonna spend a weekend just being a homebody? Oh my god.
Oh, he totally is.
Oh no.
Also, like,
this is amazing.
Oh my god.
Nah, I love this. I love how much time we're spending here. This is my favorite. This is my favorite part of the show. Just
I also like with the idea of dualities, right? Like, you know, that we trade, you know, one villain for another. We have everyone paired off. That, like, Teppei becoming the good guy is going to be the tipping point for Sadako being the bad guy.
That's the thing. I mean, people have always said, well, I've always said, I will own up to this. That,
you are people.
You know, I am a people. But, like, in the original story, everyone gets a good, like, turnaround arc except for fucking Teppei and Rina, technically. But, like, she's even less of a character. So, for Teppei, the one character who I've been like, why doesn't he get to be a good person? Finally getting to be a good person, but in the worst way possible. It's very much the monkey's paw. The fandom monkey's paw. That's what this is. That's what Teppei being good is. Oh, God. It's like, she looks a little off, but I'm going to look after her.
What's happening?
Come on.
Oh, he's picking the bag up.
She has the power.
It's so simple.
The ultimate timeline. Ugh. Would you like a chocolate? Oh, no. This is brutal.
This is truly, like, the best, worst thing.
I know. Look, it's a powerful message.
I love a redemption story, but this is, like, truly the fucking strangest
it's great.
I've ever experienced.
It's like you know when you see, like, the paladin and get all corrupted and become an evil bastion of death? Like, it's the inverse. And it's just as sad. He's so awkward about it. That's why when Shie shows up, he's still all nervous and stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh. I love that. How long is this? Oh, God.
We still got like 10 minutes to go, dude.
Well, that's the thing. Like, how much of this are we going to get? And everyone's like, oh no, Tepe's here. That means it's the bad timeline.
Yep.
Right, guys? It's great.
And also, like, this kind of implies that after Tepe has more or less redeemed himself in this timeline, either Uishi does the batting in
or
the end of Tatari Damashi, or she's injected Tepe after his, like, redemption and still has him kill everyone.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm sure we'll get it.
Yeah.
Like, we have to, right?
There's an extra one in the lineup?
So that Tepe can kill him, probably. Like, yeah, you're right. It's 4 of them now. It's bizarre. That's the biggest change, honestly.
Hey, here we go.
Oh my God. Got him. My little baby girl. Oh no!
Oh my God, what is this series of events?
Just like Keiichi and Satoshi with Shion. That's so interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he is a gangster, so, you know. Surely Oishi has to be a part of this. There he is. There he is. It's your boy.
I hate everything about this shot.
Why?
Because, like, this story is just straight up flip the sides of the table. It's like so...
I don't care. The table is chaos incarnate. It's like Sadako. Oh, damn.
They even were in the background of the shot. That's good foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
I'm embarrassed to be kind.
It's so good. I wonder how close Oishi gets to figuring things out.
Oh my God, can we please get another Uishi redemption story next arc?
It's gonna happen. I mean, he's... Because he's at a distance to the club, which means he's less easy to be, like, manipulated by these flashbacks, right? So he has to be the linchpin again. Well, you know, one of many linchpins for like, defeating Sadako. He has to be. I feel like that's what this is setting up. Like, Oishi is savvy to Sadako's shenanigans, even if he doesn't fully understand what's going on. But anyone can change.
This scene is so off-putting, knowing that, like, Sadako's fucking put him through this.
I know.
It's like such a heartwarming scene on the surface, but, like, holy fuck, the implications.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryukishi, you really are just the worst.
Oh, it's this car here. If he reaches out his hand, oh my god. If he does a visual metaphor, I will die.
I know, he's totally going to.
No, he can't. Oh, he can't. That's too
We're
far.
gonna cut on it. We're gonna cut on it and go straight to the next episode.
He's just about to put his hand out and then he'll cut. Oh, he's stuttering.
Oh no.
I feel so bad for him. There it is.
There it is.
No. Oh. He's doing a metaphor.
But will she return it? That's like the spice on the scene. Here we go.
Yeah. Either way, it's tragic, but like...
Exactly. This is such a... Oh, we cut on it. We fucking cut on it.
She's making the thought. Oh, no. Oh, he's heartbroken. He's so heartbroken.
Bad. Everything about this is horrible.
It's just so awkward.
I want to go home.
See you around, kid. Walk over to the sunset.
Oh my god.
Just all this power to change people, change events.
Yep.
Just petty bullshit. What this is. Ah.
And also, like, establishing that she already understands what it's like to go through trauma, and yet she's still gonna fucking do it to her friend.
She's gonna force Noriko.
It is horrible.
She has become the Tepe that she always feared.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool. Look, I'm totally down for this. I understand completely what's going on now, and I'm thoroughly entertained by the shenanigans and the like how intelligent story is in that sense. It's good. And I think that pulling Tepe in to be like, this is the test run. You know, she goes directly for the biggest extreme. I think that's great. It's a really high like stake to establish, you know? It's cool. God. One episode left
to do next season.
What's gonna happen next episode? Let's be real. I guess it's just gonna wrap up Tatari Damashi, but
yeah, like
I don't know.
This is really. This feels like we're about to end on what could be a pretty self-contained story, so it'll be exciting to see, like, what the hang is going to be.
Yeah. I'm curious if we're gonna, like, get explanations. Like, I don't feel like I need an explanation, but I wonder if we're gonna get, like, and this is what happened in all the arcs so far. But I feel like there's just not enough time. You know? Unless they just speed through it.
Yeah, I hope they don't give us answers, because, like, I feel we've already gotten everything we need.
Look, yeah, I feel like everything, like, makes sense, but...
You got a few seconds to gather your file, and I'm about to hit start. You ready? This is it. This is the end.
Upside down shrine. The beginning of the end. This is when Ryukishi just shows up in the fragment space. Like, anime Ryukishi. That'd be great. So I know you've been enjoying watching Higurashi no Nakakoro ni GOU. Announcing the readaptation of Umineko. It's all my doing. You should definitely listen to me, kid. God damn it, Iwa. That is your real name.
If that is your real name. I will use my reformed uncle pause for effect.
Terrible. Awful child of man. Whee! She's just jumping around. Here we go.
Oh my
Let's
god.
Get the Takano connection.
How does she figure out how to best Takano before it even happens? This I'm excited for.
Yep, so we're flashing back to Matsuri. He's like, take this gun and shoot yourself.
Is she just gonna get to be really good friends with Takano until Takano remembers stuff? Like, is that...
Yeah, maybe. Maintain an actual relationship with her. Which would be truly awful. Because she's looking for someone to reach the hand out, and if it's not Tomotaki, then who else is closer but Sadako? Who else is closer?
This is the craziest shit I've ever experienced.
That's how this is going, dude. Sadako's gonna build a real, actual relationship, and that's how she does it all the time. That's how she, like, creates these links. She spends a couple loops just, like, establishing a relationship so she can twist the next timeline in a specific way, right?
That is a very confusing sequence of words, but I'm glad we all understand it implicitly.
We do, we do. I like that they're still using the, like, the mobile radio, like, backpack. It's cool. Oh. When's the Okanogi redemption arc, though? Oh, my God. Where's the arc where Okanogi gets the syndrome? Oh.
Oh, yeah, we haven't had that, have we?
We haven't had that, no. We haven't even seen Nomura. There's still so many little details and characters that I feel like could be brought in to do some just crazy shit with.
Yeah.
You know? You know what you could do?
What?
You could begin watching this season with Satoko Washihen, and then when it gets to the moment where Satoko views the fragments, read the visual novel as a flashback episode.
Oh, that's
And
great.
then come back, watch the rest of the arc, and then watch the first 4.
I back that plan. I'm on board.
A chronological
someone
watch.
Find one of your friends and get them to do that.
How awful would that be? Sorry, I'm totally distracted. We're just going through something we've already seen.
Nothing different is happening.
Like,
this is just the scene.
Let me know, because I'm just thinking about all the crazy nonsense we can do.
I'm thinking pretty hard as well. I'm trying to guess what we're going to get into next season, because I'm very bewildered.
Fantastic. Yeah, I don't know, dude. We got to set something up, right? Like, it seems very obvious how we get from here to the end of the Neko arc.
We're in the arc 2, the episode 2 of this story, as far as I'm concerned.
For sure, for sure. We're spending an awful lot of time on this scene as well.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Like normally when we get these cuts to Matsuri Bayashi, we get like 3 lines just to establish a key thing. But we're getting the full scene here.
Not to mention, like,
huge
a few of the scenes that we've had redone have been scenes that were kind of like a little goofed in the Dean anime, but this one was like really good in the Dean anime.
This one was good. Yeah. Like, there has to be a reason why we're getting all of this recap, but I don't know what it is. I guess just because Sadako is like rewatching this scene, so she's getting all the context so she can, use it. Like, do you think she'll just say like, I know Nomura, or like, I am from Tokyo or something? I don't know.
If we just find out that fucking, oh my god, could you imagine if this story ends with a fucking like political thriller about Burn being Nomura and Lambda being Takano?
Something crazy like that, yeah.
I feel like if that was going to be the case, though, we would have seen more of Nomura this season.
Yeah, I think that'd be too much, but maybe she'll appear.
That said, if we see a lot of Nomura at the start of Satsu, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
If she actually became like a real character.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happened to Tepe, so.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like, are we going to introduce new pieces next season, or are we?
Yeah, it seems like this is leading towards Sadako not just like being friends with Takano, but like she knows all of what's going on. She knows about Toki, she knows about Nomura and Okanogi, so she can like pretend to be part of the organization or to be from something else. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was all for
cool.
that. The absolute monster.
Even better.
And who's on the phone?
Oh my god. Hello? Who is this?
Oh, yep. Look who's shown up after all this time.
You fucker.
I hope I'm not right, but that would be pretty fucking crazy for next season if that's like the journey. So we find out that like Takano and Nomura was one of the games.
Maybe. So I guess throw out everything I was saying. I guess Sadako doesn't have to like establish a relationship. She can just do it. Which is very awful of her.
I mean, I do kind of like the ambiguity we're getting of how she's managing to make these things happen.
Sure. Yeah.
Because it does it does push us more towards like, you know, meta physical magical side of the story.
Yeah, for sure. She's like, I need to go to the authorities. She's just spilling all of the beans. Oh my god. I can't.
What is happening?
Ah!
This structure has become a mess, and I love it. Also, Hifumi has like the most different character design of anyone this season.
He looks much thinner and a little bit older, maybe. Yeah, it's bizarre.
He looks a bit less hunky too.
Yeah, dude. He looks a bit more disheveled.
I guess you did say thinner, but...
Oh, you know. Like, will we just get cut to the orphanage, you know? Like, it's madness.
I love how kind everyone is being. Oh, there it is.
The symbolism. Oh, no. She gonna get smacked. Will she not get smacked? Wouldn't that be nice if she didn't get smacked in the face?
It would be nice.
Oh, maybe we're fine. Oh, good. Okay.
We'll be fine.
No smacking. That makes me feel better. If only a little bit better. It's just the big sad. Because I feel like...
Oh, we've gone back a while here.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like even in Onokakashi, we saw that the clinic was being remodeled. So in you know what I mean? Whatever, Damashi, Oni Damashi. Like, so I imagine this happens every loop, and that's how Sadako gets her hands on the accelerant.
Yeah, that and like, you know, we're already cagey about what happens in Onodamashi, but then in Wadadamashi, like, you know, they just bugger off. Like, Sadako's plan was clearly well and truly in effect by then.
Yeah, for sure. So interesting. So this is just because that's kind of the interesting idea, I guess, is that this is now just part of the setup. Like this happens every loop, and it's a huge change, right?
Yeah. Wow, are they flirting? Stop this.
So it makes me think about the truck, though. Like the fact that Takano and Tomitaki, they go into the shrine and they find the sword missing, and they're like, "Time to truck out of here."
Yeah. I don't know. I guess they did make it feel like there was some cause and effect there.
There is, definitely. I'm just not sure entirely how that fits in with the narrative of Sadako and like what she wants, you know? But I do like that we're, in the very final episode of this season of the show, we're getting like the big setup twist. This is why the Hinamizawa disaster doesn't happen. And this is what's like preventing Sadako
also, is that
from
the same bear on the cover that fucking Sadako was drawing on her notes in class?
I don't know. I hope not. But it's probably a through line there. They're both obsessed with bears. Just gonna look in the picture and see a ghost. It's gonna happen.
Just sees Sadako in the picture.
Yeah, like she was there all along. Oh, what if she saw burn? Oh my god. She gotta see something. We're getting so many little pictures. Was it just sad? Is it just sad times? Okay.
Oh, here we go.
It's this. My one wish is for you to leave all of your syndrome accelerants under this tree. He's absolutely miffed. Oh, here we go. Rika, please explain to me. Oh, no. Harry, please explain this bioweapon to me, please. Thank you.
Also, considering what we saw when she was looking through the fragments, she should already know all of this.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she needs a refresher. Blood.
Yeah, it's all blood.
Two bears high-fiving. That's what I see. Oh, can Takano resist a good yarn?
I know.
Let's
she
see.
Won't be able to at all. Ah.
Gross. Is it broccoli or
cauliflower? Oh my god. If it does end up that fucking Lambda ends up becoming Takano, that line about "it's me you don't like" will hit so different.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, here we go. Because Poppy got that syndrome. But be careful of getting it yourself, you nerd. Huh. We're gonna learn like what her dream is? Is that so ready.
What's she looking at? Oh, just the pictures, okay.
She's just being sad. It's okay. No ghosts in here. Only dead people. So don't fight God. Whatever you do, do not pick a fight with God under a tree in a lightning storm. Just a bad idea. Cute. There you go. Just very sad times. Oh, fuck off. I really don't understand who you are or anything.
She said trap.
Trap. Yeah, I heard that too. Trap. Dude, what if they put their hands together and they like form together? They like become one person. Wouldn't that be great?
That's too early. It's too early. We got to save that for later. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope.
Wouldn't that be a great moment though?
Oh, it would.
What a crazy end to the season that would be if
that'd be
now
insane.
We are the same person. Yeah, this seems like the big team up moment. Oh, leaving that tantalizing thread hanging.
It's just so painful.
Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna miss the dance.
It's really interesting because I feel like a lot of this stuff, you know, by this time into the anime, we'd kind of clued into what was going on, but it's still like so much more painful having seen the implications.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it definitely operates on at least 20 different levels. It's good.
You know, the one problem actually with like that really wouldn't work with doing the they become Nomura and Takano thing.
Yeah.
Is that like
that Nomura is not a character? Yeah.
Well, A, Nomura is not a character, but like B, that Takano's journey like ends in accepting her fate more or less.
For sure. Well, she ends up in a vulnerable state though. Like she ends up being looked after. So maybe maybe Sadako can like twist that perception in some way of like, it's not being looked after, it's being imprisoned, just like me under a school, you know, something like that. Oh, it's the key again. Maybe we shouldn't go in. Oh. You were also a part of it, but let me like... Cool.
It's working.
Now Sadako is the one who is sinning.
Specifically the line about
landscaping, they're gardeners. Come on, guys.
Oh, there he is.
It's the boy. It's coming to do.
Yeah, she's just broken all the rules.
What was your thought, Felix?
What was my thought?
I know.
Oh, right, yeah, like, the whole journey of the original Higurashi was working towards achieving Rika's goal. Sure. So, like, the question is, do we spend the next season working towards what Sadako thinks her goal is?
Yeah, well...
Or working towards what it actually is?
Yeah, I mean, that's the classic... I mean, that's the basis of all storytelling when a character thinks they want something but they need something else.
Exactly,
and then that's the end of their character arc. Like, that's
I'm making very non-committal statements, but it's still clearly like what we're going for.
Sure.
And that's your curse.
I wonder, does she think of Yua or herself as
she will
Reisho-sama? Yeah. Educate her in the school of Hinamizawa. Red eyes.
I hate it so much. Oh, it's great. Just Feather and just straight up being like, you're an idiot. I love it.
Child of man. You gonna explain that? You gonna talk about shit? Oh no. What are you doing?
This is how she gets the shot. This is what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
We have to resolve that by the end of this season.
We have to. It's like the smoking. It's literally the murder weapon. Like, it has to happen. Oh.
Or is it just going to be gone? Oh, no, it's still there. Okay.
Well, yeah, the question is, can she just carry it between timelines, or does she have to do something like this every time?
Wait, did she already inject him?
I don't know. Let's find out. Look, let's just watch and see.
Well, because that vial looked like it was empty.
I'm not sure.
I wasn't sure whether that was like just doing the thing.
I don't think so.
Where
I think it was just see-through or whatever. I don't think that
well,
was
yeah,
important.
you know the thing that animated shows do, where like the only thing that moves looks different from everything in the background. I wasn't sure whether it was like that effect or not.
That's awful. Awful, awful, awful child. Stop killing yourself. Stop killing yourself. Stop killing yourself. Stop killing it. Oh, she did it.
Oh, the password was fucking...
It was the spinal cord, was it?
No, it was...
something else.
I think it was Hifumi and Takano. But written
out as numbers. Yeah, you're totally right. I saw a bunch of 1s and 3s and 0s, and I was like, hold on. Cool. Okay.
Quite frankly, this is a very...
subdued,
like, non-committal place to leave this.
Yeah.
Like, if they had just not announced the following season, it would have made, like, no difference.
It's fine. Well, that's the thing. Like, we didn't end this season with a bang.
Yeah.
Well, unless there's a bang about to happen, but, like...
Well, like, what she's about to say is clearly gonna be, like, you know, the bang, but we already know. She's just gonna be like, yes, I'll continue this forever.
Nothing. Yeah, sorry, I'm just... Uh-huh. You have the potency to live in loops forever. Ooh. Once I decide to win, my victory is certain. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tiny. There we go. Okay, cool.
Oh, here we go.
What if she just spawned a dress? No! Oh, where's the dress? That's okay.
No, we gotta earn
they're
that
so
shit.
happy. It's alright. We have to get it next season, surely.
That was such a bizarre ending. Like, it just kind of showed us the things. Yeah, they announced it straight away, but like...
the stuff that we've, like, figured out and expecting, like, it's all happened.
Yeah.
Which is cool. But yeah, like, there wasn't a big explosion at the end. There wasn't a... Like, there was a cliffhanger and, like, what are they going to get up to next time? But it's not quite as like, powerful as I was expecting, you know?
Yeah.
I kind of like it, though. I kind of am excited to see...
Oh, I am very excited to see. I was just... Like, Ryukashi is notorious for ending on, like, a big punch.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
And I will say...
You go.
I will say, like, Higurashi typically ends on a big punch and then, like, cools off and gives you space to breathe about it afterwards.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like that was kind of what they were going for there, but, like, the breath was too long.
Look, the thing is, I was expecting to see Rika at some point, because we know at the end of the 4th arc that she's figured Sadako out.
Yeah.
Like, we know that she knows what Sadako's up to. So why are we ending on Sadako being like, I am totally going to trick her, when we already know that Rika knows that that's what's going on? What a weird place to end it. Like, in terms of the narrative. I'm left bizarre. Having a very clear expectation. Like, we have to cut back to Rika. That's what has to happen next. I'm not left wondering, like, what is the next step? You know, besides kind of do a flashback of some sort, because that's something we like to do in the show. Like, I have a very clear idea of what's about to happen, you know?
Yeah, I think that's one of the hardest things to say about, like, where the story goes, is that one of the kind of key things that Ryukashi always does for me as a storyteller is I start off, I have expectations, I go, oh, it's no way there's this, and then go the whole way through the story and realize I was right all along. But we're kind of going in, and I almost feel like my expectation for Satsu is that, like, we've already resolved everything. Like,
I feel like I know what's going to happen in a sense. Like, in broad strokes, in terms of, you know, this, we're going to open on Rika waking up in the next timeline. That may not be the case. I may eat these words next week, and I probably will in some form or another. You know, tomorrow. You know what I mean? The next time this episode comes out, Felix.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to restate for the audience the timing with which we're recording this.
Like, I would not be surprised if we don't immediately open up on Rika doing the as she wakes up in her mattress. But that is what I expect. I expect to get that sequence and to see Rika's perspective on like, oh, I've figured out what Sadako is doing. And Sadako's also figured out what she's doing. Like, the playing field is level, in a sense, right? Like, even though we have these added stakes that it's Sadako who is Rika's best friend, we're still in a very similar situation to what we had during the original story where Takano was using her certain will to influence events and to impose a fate.
Yeah,
right? Like, she wasn't a looper, but it was the same sort of principle there with these two characters with their fates pressed up against each other who will win,
The other thing that's really fascinating about the setup for this arc, right, is that realistically, no matter where the loop starts, it's pretty much going to be with the two of them at home together. So the most natural reaction is just a discussion between the two of them. So how do you create any stakes out of that? Like, does someone just have to run off in the middle of the night, and is it going to be like a race for someone else to get away?
Yeah. Well, this is something I've been thinking about, because we saw in one of the loops, Rika just woke up and she was already cut in half.
Yeah.
Like, if Sadako can just cut her in half, then, that seems like the logical place to start next season. Like, Sadako's cut you in half again because she wakes up before you for some reason. Like, that seems to be something she can do.
Yeah.
So why not start it there? That's what would logically come to pass. I don't know. Like, I'm still looking. I guess the final thought that not the final thought, but like the big thought in my mind is just, how is Ryukishi and how is the Studio Bishino going to surprise me and subvert my expectations? Because as you say, we've reached the point where like my feelings of how it's like, even at the start, I said like it's probably going to be about like Rika's selfishness. Like that's probably the theme we're going to pull on. Not entirely correct on the form that would take, but like I felt like that was an obvious starting point for this conflict, and we've more or less followed that in a sense. And we've portrayed Sadako's pain, and we've portrayed her like figuring out how looping works and how detached she is, like even compared to Rika. And we've set up the stakes such that is an even playing field of these two minds.
Yeah.
And we've almost like pushed the other characters aside, like the club members and the whole village. Like, if Sadako is going to keep just setting up Takano to call off the disaster, then the stake of the whole village is not part of the equation anymore.
Yeah.
At least not in the direct, obvious sense of like, well, we got to stop the village from getting gassed,
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to start seeing like a bunch of the loops, landing
cascading
outside
into each
like
other
in
or
the
something.
years after.
Maybe.
Are we actually going to see less of, like, now that they both know each other are looping, like, there's not really much point to maintaining the game. Kind of what's implied by Featherin at the end there saying, oh, I didn't know my power could achieve this, is that, like, that's just going to be the setup now.
Well, yeah, my thought is that if they do engage themselves on the game level, they're both trying to like manipulate the loops and manipulate their friends into having these flashbacks and syndroming people, then those memories of being syndrome and of being manipulated by Sadako and Rika have to cascade, right?
Yeah,
so maybe we
sure.
reach a point, maybe this is the midpoint of the season, or maybe this is the finale, where just everybody else in the village is completely, like, their minds are just as broken as what Sadako is trying to do to Rika.
Yeah, we actually get into like the rest of the cast trying to break out of the cycle that the other two have put them into.
I don't know, like, whether that ends with the other characters also like gaining as much power as Sadako and Rika, or if it's just going to be like, well, we've broken this world completely. All of our best friends are completely gone and we can't possibly fix them because we've just, like, you've rewound the VHS too many times on these other characters.
Yeah.
And they just don't operate like normal people anymore. And that's where we, like, both the characters realize, oh, we've been played, Maybe that's where we're driving towards.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think the other thing that'll be interesting there is because, like, one of the clear things set up with the two of them bullying each other.
Yeah.
In St. Lucia, the whole setup was that Sadako kind of, like, dug herself her own hole.
Yeah.
Because Rika kind of not like she kind of put forward the bare minimum, right? Like even when Sadako turned her down, she accepted it, even though it was clear from her reaction she knew that wasn't the truth, right?
Well, that's the thing. It's a classic Ryukashi, communication conundrum where both sides are at fault for one reason or another, but it escalates wildly out of control. That's just
so the question I kind of have there is, does that resolve with like the storyline that, oh yes, the rest of the club has to come in and we all have to be friends again?
Yes.
Or does it resolve with the club teaching the lesson to the other two in a way where they can walk away from it? Yeah, and then how do we still leave that off with like, the spirit of the two of them, left to the void? Because
that's the
implication of Featherin being there is that they didn't learn their lesson. Either that, or as we say, right? Like maybe we actually go Sotsu set up them learning the lesson, then we set up Umineko as a battleground and come back with another Higurashi season after that.
Honestly, like on a personal level, my biggest question is like, we can clearly see, and the writing is clearly on the wall, that these characters are discarding the lessons that they should have learned in order to continue the battle, right? So my biggest question is, will we get the actual downer ending? Will we just lead directly into Umineko with like, yep, and then nobody learned anything at all and it's a horrible tragedy and our witches occur? Like, is that, like, I get that that's my expectation, that's what if I have to pick one or the other, that's what I think is going to happen. Is there a chance that we get a good ending out of this? Is there a chance for some sliver of hope?
I feel like we have to in the long run, but we don't know how the run is, like how long the run is.
Because Higurashi and Umineko are very different properties. Umineko only exists as a reflection on the work of Higurashi. And so for us to tread that ground of this being a reflection of Higurashi and a criticism, like it almost feels like we've done this before in a sense.
Yeah.
So I would, at the moment, I expect a downer ending, but I would love for Ryukashi to spin this around and make this a hopeful one instead. I don't know what kind of horseshit he can pull to make that happen.
God, could you imagine though? Like,
I would love that.
Could you imagine if Ryukashi next season just straights up, like this season was all Umineko analogies and next season is just Kikonia?
That'd be pretty great.
That'd be pretty wild.
I will say, like Ryukashi has written in Umineko 2 of the 8 episodes in particular, that are designed around the idea of breaking down a murder mystery structure and the characters as well within it. And then the very next episode rebuilds murder mystery as something hopeful and wonderful and fantastical. Yeah. So if that may also be the relationship that we take between GOU and Sotsu.
Totally.
That we, begin at the lowest point. Sadako has dragged us down, and then by the end, they turn on Yua, Featherin, or whatever the hell we're calling her, and we pull ourselves out. But anyway, that's just me being hopeful, all right? You guys gotta recognize, if we get to the end of Satsu's tragedy,
well,
I'm done.
When you're watching this, should pretty much be halfway through Satsu's season, so we'll see how our predictions have gone up until this point.
Goodness.
We will, I guess, be following Satsu as it launches, and for you, the first episode of our Satsu run-through will be next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Look forward to it.
I hope they don't do a mid-season finale. I have not scheduled that in, and I'm quite scared it's going to happen.
Here it comes. It's going to be an odd number of episodes for every arc, and it's going to be a mid-season finale.
Why would they do this? There's going to be
trailers on the internet that spoil the finale.
That's right. I can avoid trailers on the internet. I just don't go anywhere.
They're going to bring back the talk show thing at the end of each episode where Rika and Sadako and Yua chat about Teppei and how silly he is. It'd be very silly. I'm down.
All right. Next time.
Let's do it. Next time.